Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's flip through is of this tag album in a box. Now, I've made this before, so I'll link you to the tutorial down below. I think I posted that tutorial back in early November. And I loved it so much that I decided to make another box, but this time this one is Christmas themed, and the other one that I made, the first one, was fall themed. For the fall one, I used Simple Stories Fall Farmhouse Collection, and excuse me. For this one, I used Pink Paisley's Together for Christmas collection. The other difference, apart from it being different collections, the other difference is that for the fall one, I used cut-aparts to add to the actual box. So I had tags that measured 3 by 6 like these, but I also had 3 by 4 cards that were extra places for me to have pictures. Because the idea behind this is for me to document specific pictures. The one for the fall, the one that I made for fall, is where I'll be documenting each Thanksgiving family portrait. Basically since when we got married, my husband and I have always taken our family pictures on Thanksgiving. So my idea is that I'll document those in those tags in the fall one. For Christmas, we're trying to also take a family portrait on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, whichever of those days. And my idea is to start documenting them on these tags, because not only is this, I call it a tag album in a box, but it's also a decorative piece. This box is well, not right now because I'm doing the flip through, but it's currently part of the decorations that I have in my living room. And it's a double purpose. It decorates it because it adds like something different to your sorry. It adds something different to your decor, but you can also, if a family member comes over and they're like, oh, let me see some pictures, this is an easy way of showing off your pictures. I mentioned before in the other flip through and in the other tutorial that you can very well make this for first days of schools or last day of schools. You can make 14 tags and have one tag relevant for like pre-K or kinder or first, second, third, all the way up to 12th grade. You can make this a baby box where if you take a monthly picture, well, if you make a monthly photo shoot for your kids, every month you can add extra pictures. You can make 12 tags and have this is my baby's album documented, sort of, so to speak. And because it's a box, you can add a little envelope with the baby's hair, lock of hair, maybe the little wristlet that they get at the hospital. Really, you can make it your own. Now, for this box, I used the wood grain paper to decorate the box. I've added some pieces of ephemera. I used the gold thickers from the collection. This is just a leftover pancetta that I just like, okay, let me just stick it there. Where, I mean, the opposed would be to throw it away, but yeah. So as I mentioned, this album is different from the other fall one because the other one has a mixture of 3x6 tags, which are the bigger tags, but they also it also has 3x4 cards inserted in between. Since this collection, because I used the 6x8 paper pad, since it didn't have like any 3x4 cards or 6x4 cards, I just made extra tags, and these tags measure 3.5 by 5. So they're roughly an inch shorter and a half an inch wider. And I do that just to add like dimension to the overall layout. Not layout, I'm stuck on process videos. To the overall project. Now I'll show you, I'll try to not take a whole while, but what I did is these are some leftover snowflake die cuts that I had in my stash, and I just used them as layering pieces. I punched out some leaflets, added some dots, some popped up buttons, some shimmers to the background. I used the patterned paper from the Together for Christmas collection, and what I did is I heavily distressed each of the papers, and the tags were made out of chipboard. And what I did is that I wanted it to look very Christmassy, so I colored each of the chipboard with gold acrylic paint, the ones that you can get at Walmart. Nothing really special there. You can color it any color you want, depending on the collection that you use. I've added some, this is like beige or white, off-white ribbon. And on the back, because my idea behind this is I want to use like a decorative side to the tag, and on the other side try to have something to place my picture or pictures. You'll see in a bit that I have several that have places for multiple pictures. The spaces that I have for pictures, I left it quite bare at the moment because I haven't added my picture. Once my picture is added, I can finish decorating each tag. So this is the first one, and I alternated between the longer tags and the shorter tags. So in total, I have 6 of these tags, which are the 3x6 tags, and I have 5 of the 5x3.5 tags. And again, this one is another decorative side to the tag. I've added some red ribbon. Sorry about that. And then here's the side where I place my picture. I've added a bit of ribbon. I don't mind it being very, very dimensional, because if it's in a box, you can just try and shimmy each of the tags so that they fit into the box. I also love this was definitely inspired by the mini albums that I've seen Paige Evans do. Plus, yeah, I already did this project, so yeah. But it was the overall projects, these 2 boxes that I made, were inspired by a project that I had seen at a crop, and by the Paige Evans's, well, her mini albums. Another decorative piece. This is a die cut. I've layered some of they look like holly leaves and gold. Placed love here, added a ribbon, and on the back, I used an ephemera that says wish list, but I'm going to write some journaling, just general journaling that applies to all the years. Here's another picture. Some of the tags I've added mixed media onto it, others I didn't. I did it purposely like that because I didn't want everything to be like, oh, she just added mixed media to everything. But I just switched things up according to how I was feeling at that moment. I layered a flower actually some of these flowers I've actually fussy cut from a 12 by 12 sheet of that same paper. It's like that dark green paper. I don't recall the number on it. Anywho, I added a gold doily in the back I did lots of layering. If you've been with me since the beginning, you know that I like layering. Another picture space. I didn't mind if some of the mixed media landed on the cardstock, because in the end, once I add the picture, it's covered up, so it's okay. And then I made sort of like a faux pocket. It's actually a pocket, but it's only sealed on 2 sides. And I did that because I know that some years we might end up taking 2 pictures or more. So I've added 2 pieces of cardstock, and you just wedge it in there. 2 places of for pictures. And my idea behind, like, because here I can very easily document 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures. So my idea is that once I have the pictures there, I'll write somewhere the date of when the pictures were taken. I also, apart from adding fussy cut flowers and these gold leaves that were on the thicker set, I also added some Prima flowers, and I love that. This is one of those tags that I'm like, wow, I love it. I layered it. It adds so much dimension. Let me see if you can see. I love that. I love that. Another pocket area to add pictures. I just placed the doily behind it, placed this ephemera on top of it, only added glue to the bottom, and I have a pocket. This also helps me if I take more pictures, I can add more pieces of cardstock there. Another picture area, I've layered some trees and a tiny bow at the bottom. Some more picture areas. I usually take a lot of pictures, so yeah, I don't mind having lots of space for pictures. Here I added some glitter glue to the background, just left it simple with this ephemera piece. Added some splatters of shimmers. Another snowflake die cut. I've added this puffy snowflake on top for the picture. On top of the picture area. Another decorative piece with some of the layered flowers from Prima and from the Pink Paisley Together for Christmas collection. Another picture area, some acetate with some glitter dots on top. I love this. This is just a die cut, an ephemera piece that came with the ephemera pack. And what I did is I layered Silent Night on top on some craft foam, and it's another pocket. And I purposely left the center open just so that you can get like a peekaboo of the picture. And this is the final tag. Here I finished adding like any leftover embellishment that I had. And here, oops. This is a flower that I had lying around in my stash, so I just added it. I first layered a snowflake and placed it on top, just so that you can get like a glimpse of gold there. And a final picture area. So at the moment I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So I'm able to document 25 Christmas portraits. You can add as many picture spaces as you want or keep it as simple as you can. It's your project. I just show you this so that you can get inspired to document your stories and to make something different, something outside of the 12 by 12 layouts, or if you're using other sized layouts, and make an album that you don't need any binding. You can just make the box, or you don't even have to make a box. You can just make everything. You can just make all of the tags and just hold them with those key rings, those big binder rings, and you can have the same effect. So I hope I've inspired you. Please, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. It really helps out. Leave a comment down below if you liked it, if you didn't like it. If you want to see something different and you want me to help you get inspired, please leave a comment down below. Like my videos, share my videos. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you back soon.